Whew. Okay. I'm wondering how the hell I'm still alive. I rode my electric bike to my doctor's appointment, and it died on the way home, and I had to push it for about half a mile, and I had to be laying in bed anyway until I can breathe normally again. I wonder what my pulse rate is. I'm not even going to take it. It was 138 when I was in the doctor's office, and the guy told me, take a blood pressure pill when you get home, and then take your pulse and call me back. If I took my pulse right now, this shit's probably up around 200. I just walked in the door and collapsed in bed. Shit. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just drenched in sweat. It's not that hot here. It's actually pretty nice. It's like 70 degrees. Woo! I'm glad to be alive, frankly. Yeah. But yeah. I was drenched in fucking sweat. Jesus. Woo! Oh wow. But yeah, I'm shaky as fuck too. That bike weighs about right around 100 pounds, either north or south. I don't know how much. So it's not like pushing a bicycle. It's got a big, it's got lead battery. I always say that lead acid battery pack on the back, and then it's got a motor wheel on the front. And you know how heavy a car battery is. What's basically like toting a car battery weight. Because it's like three serially linked up lead acid batteries, and then the front motor wheel is like really heavy too, so it's not like pushing a regular bicycle. Whew. Yeah, that shit was touch and go, man. I'm so glad to see my house, and now maybe I can. I think my heart's okay. As you know, I got the AFib thing. It just cracks me up that the doctor's telling me he's worried about me having a heart thing and stuff. He's like, your pulse is 138. Yeah, it's way too high. He's like, how do you feel? Is your chest tight and all this shit? And then I end up pushing a bike that weighs 100 pounds home like a beast of burden. It took me God knows how long, probably half an hour minimum, to get it home. And all the people I called the phone was busy. The one guy was at work. I don't have that many people I can call. I didn't want to I didn't want to call a cab. I've never called a cab in my life because it costs too damn much. And I got that cracked me up too was when I was pushing that bike home with the sweat running down my nose like a basketball player. I'm looking at one of them Proline SARTA buses. I got Proline SARTA, but I like to do shit myself sometimes, so just wanted to ride in there on my electric bike. But the reason why my electric bike died on me is another thing of how the universe likes to fuck with me, and this is how this happened. Now, what you have to understand is there's a green light on the battery charger. I just keep the bike plugged in all the time, and it was set up against the wall. Well, this motherfucker comes on my door. They're one of the people that, we want to change your electric bill and your gas bill and save you money, blah, blah, blah. Just a bullshit thing, but he knocks on the door like a fucking cop, man. It's like bang, 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 bang. I'm like, what the fuck is this about, Because I got like people in distress because I got that relative dying on me, a friend of mine, and I got people that are in distress. I'm thinking it's something related to that. So I go bumbling by, and I bump my bike, and my bike falls over, and it pulls the battery charger out of the wall. And I go answer the door, and it's just some dude. I'm like, dude, I am not interested, and slam the door in his face. It's just some dude wanting to talk to me about my electric and my gas bill. I'm putting a sign on that damn door that said, do not knock on this door. If you're going to talk to me about my gas bill or my electric bill, don't do it. Anyways, so if you just plug the battery charger into the wall, it lights up green. because it's not hooked up to anything. So, and it's got like a touchy contact in there. So, I plugged it back into the wall. It's lit up green. I don't give it two thoughts. But what happened was is when the bike fell, the contact between the battery and the charger got askew somehow. So it was just like it was plugged into the wall, but plugged into nothing. Right? So it shows up green, which is the same thing it shows up as a full charge. Okay? So, that battery is just sitting there for a couple of weeks, just dying slowly without me knowing it. And I'm looking at a green lit battery. And I tested it in the house before I went, and it had a little bit, a tiny bit of charge in it. And it had enough charge to get me there, and that was it. And so, yeah, I don't know what my pulse rate is now. My hands are still shaking and stuff, but I think that's from um, the physical exertion of pushing that home. Since, I just basically spent my summer, I didn't spend my summer working out, I spent my summer hiding from meth heads and squatters and people wanting to kill me. So, yeah, but I'll be alright. Just got to calm down and just enjoy the irony of it. That's what you have to do. You know, guys like worrying about me having a heart attack and shit and telling me to call him with my pulse rate on the way home, and then I got to push the bike. My pulse rate, I didn't take it, or I don't have enough money to have one of the pulse monitor things that actually works. But man, it had to be up around 200, man. It had to be. It was definitely in the high. If it's 138 in the office when I'm sitting on my ass on an examining table, it had to be up around 200 on that way home. And I got arrhythmia. So I'm not saying I got a big old set of balls on me or whatever, or maybe I'm just fucking stupid. But yeah, that would scare the shit out of most people. Most people would not. Like, I ain't fucking pushing no bike home, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't know if that's brave or that's stupid, but that's what I did. I'm slowly returning to normal. I might not be able to walk for the rest of the day or tomorrow, but I don't have to go to my dental appointment until Friday. So, yeah, that's kind of an interesting story. It's not too long. It's not my usual long. Uh, I think it's interesting, but it's me, of course. Of course, I'm going to think whatever I fucking say is golden. But anyways, uh, it's not my usual long ramble where I'm just like winging it. I don't go by no script. Uh, it's just you actually saw me when I flopped down here in the first couple seconds. If I had my pulse rate taken, or had the wherewithal to sit there and take my pulse, or find it in my neck or whatever, my pulse was up around 200. I wasn't even sure that I was going to make it home. But I made it home, and here I am, saying it, looking at you and waving and saying, ha ha ha, I'm alive. So yippee for me. One more goddamn day to see through. And as far as the doctor's, oh yeah, as far as the doctor's appointment went, I told him I haven't seen him for 4 months. I haven't seen him for 4 months, and I told him the whole story about what I've been going through. And you probably can't see that right there, but that is instead of 30 half milligram pills, that is a prescription for 60 half milligram pills. So this time I didn't shoot myself in the foot. I don't have to wear my dunce cap, which is probably still around here somewhere. I don't have to wear my multicolored dunce cap from the last time I was an idiot turning down free drugs and free security of mine. So I survived the way home. I don't have to worry about if this doctor decides not to be my doctor or decides to fuck with my prescription. I'll have a big old stockpile and no more worries and no more counting pills. I just have to be very, very careful about my dose. Same as always. So really, that's the only thing that's changed is I don't have to worry about that. He's also going to get an MRI done on my leg so I can walk better the next time I have to push a 100 fucking pound bike home and sweat like a beast of burden. Yeah, I'll be all right. I want to disrobe now. I'm just too goddamn sexy to do that in front of you people. So I'm going to get off of here, get these sweaty ass clothes off me, and I ain't getting up because I ain't going to be able to do that. But I might have some old tea left here from this morning. Well, kind of looks like swamp water, But I'm gonna drink it anyway because I didn't have no water. I didn't. By the way, I didn't eat this morning either. And I got up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's 2 o'clock, and I had to do that shit on an empty stomach, which was another fucking worry. But I ain't moving, dude. I am not moving. I might get up and just fall the fuck over. So, uh, anyways, that's not your usual video for me. Usually, like I say, it's just me loving the sound of my voice. So, take care of yourselves, and hopefully, you had a better day than me. Goodbye.